All right, so that was by Cole Porter. That was called You'd Be So Nice to Come Home To. Speaking of Cole Porter, one of my favorite composers of all time, not just because he was an incredible composer, but he was so witty. His lyrics are just to die for. Like every lyric he ever wrote has these funny little innuendo things going on, even really simple little lyrics that it's just really poignant. When you really listen to his lyrics, he was so witty, such an intelligent man, and also I love that he also did, oh, here's some interesting element that reminds me of Van Morrison's Moondance. Yeah, totally, it has that kind of vibe. That's right. So yeah, you check out his music, and he did some pretty risque stuff. Tunes like Love for Sale and I don't know, just some of them are even pretty like cutesy little tunes, but then they have this little pizzazz to them, this lyrical thing, and he never sloughed off as far as his composing, and his chord changes, his melodic elements are really, really good. So yeah, we love Cole Porter. So one of the greatest of the great American songbook. So let's see. Oh, a couple things I want to mention. July 11th, which is my birthday, but that's not important because this is more important. Steph is having her CD release party, an online CD release party, and it'll be broadcast from the Museum of Making Music. And tickets cost something. I'm not sure what they are, but you purchase a ticket and you get to see the CD release party. And we're doing it with the band, well, sort of an abbreviated band, because we didn't want to get too crazy as far as the sonic challenges of having drums and everything. So we've got Anthony Wilson, who played guitar on the album, will be coming down, as well as Josh Nelson. So we're totally pumped. So that should be a really good show. So that's July 11th. Yeah, Francesca, I'm a Cancer, that's right. Yeah, do I fit the Cancer profile? So, so anyway, there'll be information. The tickets aren't quite up yet. The link to the ticket sales, I actually told Steph I would take over that and get that put up tomorrow. So I'm going to be talking to the Museum of Making Music. But we'll go onto their website, and I'm sure we'll be posting links on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, so you'll know where to go. And it'll be at 7 p.m. on July 11th. And yeah, my birthday too. That'll be fun. I mean, birthdays to me just kind of like come and go, but it's cool. I'm happy to be a happy, healthy being, right? And I do everything to keep my life that way. So I think that at a certain point in your life, you decide like, okay, am I going to do what I did when I was 20, when I'm 40, or am I going to kind of morph into something here? And so for me, it was sort of a gradual thing of just like getting a little more aware of taking care of myself, because I was always like really motivated to work out, and not work out like in a gym, but like ride my bike and swim, stuff like that. But now I've gotten, like diet's important, so I try to eat really healthy. In fact, Steph just made some incredible zucchini soup, so I'm just still buzzing from that. So the simple things in life, right? So this is an original composition of mine. This is called Night Walk. And I wrote it after I played at Panama 66 a couple years ago, and I was walking back to my car. I had this idea for a song. I got out my iPhone, my little voice memos, and click record, and I sang this melody into it, and it even had a bridge to it, and it sounded pretty good. I went home and stayed up till like 3 or 4 tweaking it, and I basically had the song. So that was cool. Hey, Will Pierce. All right. There's another bass player for you. So here's Night Walk, written by Rob Thorson. Okay. there is Night Walk, written by Rob Thorson. All right? All sorts of new people coming on there. Robin Booth, thank you so much for hanging out. Checking out the music and everything. So I hope everybody had a great Father's Day. That's, these are, I mean, every week I kind of say like, wow, these are kind of tumultuous, like different times, things we've never experienced before, but to me personally, there is a lot of good change going on in the world right now. Certainly the Black Lives Matter movement is, for me, very like vital part of what's been going on in our country. So I'm just glad to be part of a change that's, I think, occurring. So that is wonderful. So that's happening. Yesterday I was down by the convention center, and like it must have been like 1,500 people rode by on skateboards, which was kind of mind-blowing. Oh, Christopher Holiday says, I played that once with you somewhere. Yes, you did. You certainly did, Christopher. Christopher has an amazing... Christopher Holiday is on board here. Everybody, I don't know if everybody knows him, but Christopher is amazing. I was just... hold on, let me grab his CDs. He's done 2... Joshua White. Oh, there it is. Here's one of them. There's one of them that I absolutely love. And it's Gilbert Castellanos, Joshua White, Tyler Kutel on drums, me and Christopher, and it's such a high energy, like fun band. I'm so proud of Christopher putting these album projects together. He's done 2. He just released a second one. So good job. So let's see. Let's go. Let's see, I was going to do Sidewinder next, but I think I'll do Evidence. This is a Thelonious Monk composition. The chord changes, if you're interested, are based on Just You, Just Me, that Nat King Cole had a huge hit with. And you know, it's based on the chord changes for that, which jazz people did this a lot. They took a given set of chord changes and created their own melody to it. There was 2 reasons. 1, it was a fairly simple way to write a tune, and 2, you didn't have to pay publishing rights because you've made it your own composition. So it's also a great thing for students, any of you that are budding jazz artists out there. If you want to compose a tune, like take an existing tune and write your own melody to it, which isn't that hard. You could just put on your tape recorder and start soloing or singing some ideas over it and listen back to it, and you're probably going to be like, oh, I like that. And that could be like the beginning of your melody. So I have students do that all the time, and I've done that. So we all do it. Charlie Parker did it. So it's okay. You can be in your first week of playing an instrument or having played 40 years on an instrument, and you're golden. Okay? So here's Evidence by Thelonious Monk. All right. There was Thelonious Monk's Evidence. And Larry Delacruz, who's listening, recognized that right away. And Larry, we recorded that, right? Didn't we? Wait, was Larry on that? No, I don't think we did. But I recorded it, and Larry knows it. So, great, great tune. Thelonious Monk, one of the most amazing composers in American history. Completely an individual and really completely groundbreaking as well. Yeah, Larry gives it a yay. All the jazzers just love this. Yes, Christopher Hollis says, my favorite jazz, Live at the 5 Spot, Thelonious Monk, Live at the 5 Spot. Is that the one with John Coltrane, I think, right? Wait. No, maybe it's Charlie Rouse. I can't remember. Anyway, Christopher will remember. He remembers all that stuff. Anyway, so that was Thelonious Monk's Evidence, and definitely a little bit of a workout for me. So, let's see, what else have we got? One of the tunes I've been working on, and it's not quite together, but is Spain. I'm trying to do Chick Corea, Spain, but it's not quite there, but it's getting close. This week I was like, oh, I'm getting close. Oh, Christopher Holiday, fill this in. It's Johnny Griffin, Live at the 5 Spot, Thelonious Monk. Definitely check that out. Great, great, great tune. So anyway, we're going to slow things down. I'm going to chill it down a little bit here with Lee Morgan's Sidewinder. And I was mentioning Spain. Spain will happen probably in the next week or two. It's getting close to being presentable. Okay. Like I said, I try to learn like 5 new tunes a week. Well, they're tunes I've done, but I've never done them solo bass, or a lot of them I haven't. So it's like, it's a lot of thinking for me and some practicing too. Okay, Lee Morgan's Sidewinder. I just learned that melody this week. I mean, it's a pretty easy little melody, but it's really it's fun. All these tunes, even, and that was like a huge hit. That was like a pop tune as far as jazz tunes go, but it was really cool little melody, incredible tune. Kind of helped, like, you know, get jazz on the map, like new kind of groove, the early funky 60s groove stuff going on. Yeah, Christopher Holiday. Oh, and I saw my man Mark Dresser there, which is super cool. Everybody knows Mark Dresser, but man, if you haven't heard Mark Dresser, your life's about to be changed. So check out Mark Dresser. Wonderful, wonderful bass player. So let's see. There's some comments going today. Let's see. No questions or anything. Feel free. Ask me Steph's recipe for zucchini soup. I might even be able to come up with that, or I can send it to you. That's for sure. So, yeah, this has turned into like a nice little weekly series, and, you know, like, you know, when this whole thing hit, the quarantine hit, and everybody's like, man, I don't know what to do, you know, and you really had to change gears and learn some new things, and, you know, it's still like my life is relatively chill compared to what it normally is, but I've got plenty of projects, musically and otherwise, so it definitely keeps me motivated, but one of them is this, and I just love doing this. I mean, I don't always feel great about it. I like afterwards, I'm like, okay, I got to work on that tune and that tune. But, you know, we set goals for ourselves, and, you know, if there wasn't like a time limit on things, I don't think any of us would ever get things done. And that's what makes you do it. Okay? So I'm going to continue, or actually, this is going to be my last tune. So I'm going to do Man I Love. This was sort of a salsa version I did on one of my albums. And on the album called Lasting Impressions. And so I took that nice old beautiful standard and kind of turned it into a little bit of a Afro-Cuban thing. So, and I've been working down on bass, so we'll see what happens. So here is George Gershwin's The Man I Love. right. There you have George Gershwin's Man I Love in a totally rearranged version. Let's see, Christopher Holliday has a recommendation here. Incredible bass player, Spanky DeBrest, who's one of my faves. Man He Loves with Art Blakey is a bass feature. Oh, in the Gershwin melody on Art Blakey album. Okay, thank you, Christopher. So I'm going to be checking that out right afterwards, which I'd highly recommend. So it's going to be Art Blakey's Jazz Messengers doing Man I Love, and it's a bass feature with Spanky. Man, that was really fun. Thank you, Larry. Nice arrangement. Yeah, it's fun. You know, jazz, you can take a tune, you can do whatever you want with it, and that's kind of what we do. It's fair game. So I so appreciate everybody being here, and if anybody has any questions, you could go ahead and throw them out for me, or even requests. Maybe I could, I'm not going to do them today, but give me a couple weeks and I could take requests too. So I do appreciate this. The Jazz with Rob series is happening every Sunday. Also, there's a link at the top if you want to PayPal me any little donation. I super appreciate that. There's a PayPal link and also a Venmo link at the top. So I totally appreciate all your support, and keep supporting these great jazz series. There's Monday nights, Louis Valenzuela does one at 7 p.m. Peter Sprague is doing one every Thursday that's been phenomenal. Josh Nelson does one on either Tuesday or Wednesday. I forget which his is. So there's all sorts of these things going on, and it's great. As an artist, we so appreciate. Oh, thank you, Justin. I love it when I get bass players on here. It's like, it's really nice. Thank you. There's so many great bass players in San Diego. It's really inspiring. So, yeah, I appreciate your support. If you want to donate, that's great. And everything's going really good. Remember July 11th, the Museum of Making Music, Steph Johnson's new CD. Also, if you want to hear her CD, and if you haven't, you can go on to her website. It's StephJohnsonBand.com. StephJohnsonBand.com. I think band's in it. Maybe that's her email. But anyway, just look up Steph Johnson. She comes right up. And you can actually listen to the tunes and not even pay if you want to do that, or if you want to just be in our Golden Club, you can throw down the $15 and purchase it. And it's all jazz standards. It's like, I mean, not standards. There's a Joni Mitchell tune on it, but it's all like beautiful, beautiful jazz songs. It's Josh Nelson, Anthony Wilson, Richard Sellers, a great trumpet player, Chris Lawrence, is on there as well. So it's really, it's a great little record. So I highly recommend that. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on board here. There's Ted Burke. There's Anais Lund. Everybody, all my buddies, thank you so much. Have a great week. I'll be back next Sunday at 7 p.m. Bless you all, and thank you so much. Bye.